now for free that in the last week at the comfort of your home. By order types, I mean you have different order types on the systems. You will know of QK. You also have KGs, which are parts servicing parts, vehicle parts, meaning your, you know how parts are. I'm a KGs now. I'm a KH of service more. Yeah. So I'm saying at the comfort of your home, you are able to access all those order types. And this system, colleagues, protects all the trade. We are an institution, a public institution, obviously, that gets audited on almost every day and or on almost every month. We are audited. So we don't spend we don't have sleepless nights worrying about finding a certain document that may have been filed here and now it's not there, and. So all documents are protected in the system. Whatever that you attach on the system gets saved there. Whoever that can go back on the system, there's going to be a trace. And our controls are set such that you cannot delete. If you delete whatever that is attached by yourself, even yourselves, you can't delete what you have already uploaded. You can add, you can't. So this system protects all procurement documents. So the caring city and the caring city that cares about your funds would want to protect those trades. It's the elimination of loss of procurement documents, which are, I think it's related to have. And we also ensure colleagues that the values that I've mentioned in our transparency, competitiveness, fairness, equity, and ensuring that attaining value for money is maintained. Okay. Now these are new improvements. I'm driving towards my end, colleagues. Bear with me. The new improvements since we started on full-fledged implementation of this online positioning system. We've been listening. We have been, since 2022 May, we've been doing road shows throughout. We paused just at the end of last year because we're dealing with the new development and are going to be coming back to do road shows again on a new platform. But what we've noted and rectified as we're going, hence we term this page as new improvement on SSS, the searching of requests for quotations with contract numbers. Before, you would only use QRs, QMs, or QKs to search. But in general department, they say, wait, in terms of the CITB regulation, they say their contracts must be advertised, using the contract number. So to align with that, we've spoken to our developers, and we're able to align that you are able to search using a contract, the QK number and or QMs and stuff. And also now that even the tenders are advertised on the same platform, it works even much better because you have a contract number that has been advertised. You are able to use the when you're receiving an RFQ, when you're receiving an RFQ waiting for you, who resides in this, you understand? And the advert resides in this, you understand? And the advert will then go to where they are mandated to procure from young people between the age of 18 and 35. The age of 18 and 35. All the RFQs that they advertise, there's an attachment that they made, and they say the preference will be given to people within this age group. We are already practicing that, but it's manual because they are capturing and putting a document. Now going forward, we are implementing that if it's youth, it's land department when they create a requisition, they are going to tick that this is directed to young people of eThekwini. So everyone who is a young person registered on the supplier portal will receive a notification that is an RFQ waiting for you as a young person. Also, that will be for women-owned enterprises. If we targeting young people, women, in a certain zone, and that would have been clicked when the requisition is created. That requisition, when advertised, is going to go to those women in that clustered zone and whatnot. I hope colleagues are saying, no, this is very important because You must hold us accountable later if in a year's time, after we've gone live, we've not done the same. Right. Access to JDE or SSS via our mobile phones. Before we were not able to, you were not able to upload. You were able to view, but we were not able to upload. Now you can sit at the end, go to an RFQ and be able to attach your whatever that is returnable that is required there. So you can do that. The only people that cannot do, obviously, the digital like myself, and those ones cannot do the same. Okay, the emergency procurement module on SSS, it's there where we don't have or email people that we know and say submit quotations. Everything now will have to be done, even if it's an emergency, will have to be done on the system. So as to keep paper trail. To avoid that introduce then just calls pride show it and say, hey, submit, we follow those and the jumbo, submit, and you get the quotations, then you move. So it must be transparent and it must be public. So that's what we are doing here, colleagues. We've already started doing this. For you, all 36 or all 15 or all 10 suppliers that we have quoted with their pricing. But let me tell you, we've been requested for meetings by many suppliers where they are sure that they've won this, and as a result, they've seen that they are the lowest, they go and acquire whatever, whereas we have not contacted them. The fact that you are the lowest, doesn't mean that you have won that bid. Unless if there was no criteria set where we are going to awarding you based on price points and BE points. So here, where there's a criteria, you will have to wait for SCM to contact you, to issue a purchase order for you, then you start. But you are at liberty to ask, how did I do? Ask the buyer. There are two numbers that are there. There's a buyer's contact details, there is an end user person there. Ask if am I getting the order or whatnot. They will respond to you. It's public information. So that view expired RFQs gives you an idea of how people have quoted. We didn't want to put this, but because of compliances, because we thought if we give you this information, we are going to go the next day. If the same RFQ comes, we are just going by rent, go below, and get it. But because of certain regulations, we have to be public, in line with the public order opening colleagues. So yeah. Okay, so we also, the tender management module is also coming live soon, where all submissions will be online, including for tenders above 750 to millions. It's going to be advertised on this platform. Obviously, as of the end, before the end of this year, we'll come back with the new system development, which we're going to be showing you in a form of road shows that we'll be having at Stable Theatre on every Friday. But of course, there will be official mediums that will be shared when we are going to start doing those road shows from maybe end of November, because we are driving towards the end of the foundation of the development on the tender management module and also on the acquisition module, where we are going to be coming to you and show you the new interface that you are going to be interacting with when you are quoting. Sure. Lastly, colleagues, it's a case study. This we've drawn from one report as a result of irregular expenditure. Just in one depot of one department, we have spent